Hello, and welcome to Health Talk Magazine, the place where you come to get expert health information. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dr. J.L. Johnson, your licensed nutritional doctor. And you can go to our website right there on the screen, or you could call that toll-free number and get information on just about anything at all that you want. So, I know that many of you have been watching me for years, and many of you ask the question, well, who's Dr. Johnson? Well, I'm a licensed nutritional herbal doctor, licensed by the Board of Medicine. Also, I'm a master herbalist, trained in most of the herbologies in Chinese, Japanese, American. Also with a PhD in nutrition and with 42 years experience of helping people all across this country and many other countries out there. Also, I am an herbal formulator. I formulate most of the herbal formulas that we have. And right now, I think we've got some maybe 400 different formulas and formulations that we use in our business right now. And what makes us the different? A lot of people ask, well, I'm a nutritional doctor, so all of that is in there. I'm a holistic practitioner, a nutritionist. We do even food. Everything is all in conference in one. So we're like a one-stop shop where you can come to get information on anything about your health. It's here where you come to the Aloe Incorporated. Now but what we pride ourselves on the most is that we develop health programs for people out there that are sick. Listen, we don't treat disease. That's left to your medical doctors. But what we do is develop health programs for those people out there that have those diseases. Doesn't matter what it is, whether or not it's cancer, AIDS, accidents, or lupus, or sarcoidosis, or whatever it is, high blood, high sugar, high cholesterol, poor circulation, or even if your feet hurt, you can use God's herbs in order to help your bodies to heal itself. There's no question about it. And we've been doing it for over 42 years. So if you're sick and ailing, if you have a problem out there, I want you to call us. Let us develop a health program for you. We've developed four-step health programs for people all over this world, for professionals, for rappers, for people. This is what we do. So if you're sick and ailing, let me just take, for instance, the major number one thing that people are afraid of, cancer, for instance. I am a cancer survivor. It took me a year when I had throat cancer. It took me a year to whip the pants off of cancer. A year. And I did it with a natural approach. I used no chemical drugs at all, no chemotherapy, radiation, or any of those things at all. I used the natural approach. And I did. And I found out what was going on. And then I decided to study and learn everything I could about cancer and about herbal medicine. And that was one of the things. I wanted to become a specialist in this field, and that's what I did. I wanted to specialize in becoming one of the most effective herbal nutritional doctors on the planet, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure that I could help anybody out there that came to us by using the natural approach, and that's what we do. So if you're sick, your family members are sick, or whatever, let us develop a health program for you. Over the 42 years, we have developed skills. We have developed products. We developed cleansing programs for people that have helped literally hundreds of thousands, through our teaching, over millions of people have learned to help their bodies to heal itself through what we do. And we want you to join us here too. So today, now I want to make this video pretty long, but I want to talk about lupus because, every now and then, in fact, too often, I have these people that come to us. They have a family member, a child, or someone, a husband or a wife, that's dying, literally dying from lupus. And no one out there should die from lupus. So we want to talk about lupus today. And I want you to sit down with your family members, your friend. If you got somebody or a friend that you know of that have lupus, then you need to share this video with them and let them know. Now, I wrote a book a while back, years ago. I'm thinking I wrote the book maybe in 2000. I think it was in 2000. I wrote this little book, and I called it How to Stop Lupus in Its Tracks. And I'm going to add something to that by using the natural approach. That's by using the natural approach. So I'm going to read from the book that I've written here, and you can get a copy of this book. You can order it. It's just $10, so you can order it and get the information. Now, first, so what is lupus? Well, and how is it affecting us, and who is it affecting the most? Well, lupus is running rampant in this country today. Over 500,000 people in the U.S. now suffer from lupus. No question about it. And many of them never really regain their health back. And many of them are living on lots of chemical drugs, and many of them, their lives are getting worse and worse as they go. Statistics from the Lupus Foundation shows that lupus affects women more than men, and that 1 out of every 400 women are affected. And that's a large number of people out there to be affected. Now, lupus is a chronic inflammatory disease. That's what it is. Where sputum, or you know what I'm talking about, mucus, stuff you blow out, I don't want to get graphic, but that's what it is. Sputum has turned into pus in the body. Now, I want you to think about this for a moment. Many of you know about having mucus in your head, or you might have mucus in your throat, or you might have mucus in your lungs. And those are some places that most people think about that mucus can be. But mucus can be all over the body. It doesn't matter. It can be in the digestive system, in the colon. It can be under the skin. It can be in the organs itself. And here's the thing. When it reaches that point of all over the body and under the skin, or just in the organs alone, there are different names that they give it. But the thing about it is, once this mucus is there, and if that mucus is allowed to turn to pus, then they call that lupus. And that's really what it is. It's when the mucus, or the sputum that we talk about, has turned to pus all over the body. That's a major problem. It can be just in the organ. It can be just in the skin, which they give names to. All right. The immune system protects the body against viruses, bacteria. And when you have lupus, the immune system produces antibodies to some of its own cells. Now, this is very important, so I want you to pay attention to this. The results are major inflammation in the organs, the skin, the joints, and even vital organs like the lungs and the kidneys. There are many patches or crusty patches on the skin or on the face, or where raised lesions on the skin, nose, cheek, or forehead, and major swelling over the whole body or parts of the body known as inflammatory glandular eczema. Now, these terms, you can look them up and know what they are, but you can understand what I'm saying. Other symptoms are fever, fatigue, loss of appetite, weight loss, severe weakness, chest pains when breathing, severe aches, pain, swelling. Lupus many times can be caused by prescription-type drugs. When you take too much drugs, you can cause major problems in your body. You could create a condition in the body where you create a condition where the immune system can't really function by itself, because when you put in too much drugs, you actually lower your immune system. In many cases, you can almost kill the immune system by taking. Anybody out there that's taking 7 drugs at one time is in serious trouble, because you're not just taking 7 drugs. By taking the 7 drugs, the side effects from those drugs multiply. So in effect, you are actually taking about 14 different drugs at one time. So that's how important it is to know this information that we're talking about. So you got to be careful about what you do to your body. Now, listen, we are told that no one knows the cause of lupus. That's not true. It's not true at all. But we know that those people out there who develop lupus and those who eat plenty of what I call the 8 most dangerous foods, and of course I've since called it now the 14 most dangerous foods, but things like white sugar, white flour, including cakes, pies, cookies, donuts, pancakes, all of these kind of things, white bread, sodas, red meat, coffee, tea, dairy products, and also excess fluid, drinking too much water, or too much fluid. Now, we'll get into that later, but it can be one of the major contributing factors that can cause major problems in your body if you have lupus. So you gotta not drink a lot of fluids. Now, there are people out there who eat fresh fruits and vegetables. They do not take vitamins or minerals. And I'm sorry, let's go back. There are people out there who do not eat fresh fruits and vegetables. They do not take vitamins and minerals, and most of them are overweight, and they drink too much fluids. And do you know that most of them are overweight because they drink too much fluids? Yeah, you got to get a hold of that. Fluids can put the weight on you so quickly, you don't even know that it's happening. I counsel a young man just today. He went from 150 pounds until now he's up to 450 pounds, and he's drinking over a gallon of water a day. I said, don't you realize that the fluid is staying in your body and you're gaining weight so rapidly that you don't know where it's coming from, but it's coming from all of that fluid that you put in. See, what people don't realize is water has weight. Take a gallon of water and put it on a scale and see what it weighs. I think the last time I did it, it was about 9 pounds. If you drink a gallon of water a day, you're putting at least about 9 pounds on your body every day. Think about that. But he's drinking more. He was drinking more than a gallon of fluid a day. So be careful with this water thing. Those that cause lupus in their bodies often have what I call the white food syndrome. Yeah, many of them will eat a lot of different white food. That is when a person eats a lot of foods made with white flour, white cakes, cookies, donuts, cow's milk, dairy products, white sugar, and other mucus-forming foods. Now, I believe that dairy products can be one of the most mucus-forming foods on this earth, along with flour. Flour can also cause mucus. Combining the wrong foods together can cause lots of mucus in your body. And, sugar, all of these things are acid. And when you put acid foods in the body, you can cause the body to produce more mucus itself in order to protect the organs. Think about what I just said. When you drink a soda, you cause your body to produce mucus. Why? Because the body is designed to save your life. And the body is designed to protect itself. God made it that way. So it's designed to protect itself. So when you put all of this acid, a big can of soda in your body, then the body produces the mucus to protect the organs, the linings of the inside of your body, which are very easy to burn. And this acid can burn those organs. But when the mucus is there, it keeps it from burning the inside of the body. Think about that. That's a good way of explaining it so that you can understand it. Now, when you have these foods create mucus, add inflammation, and cause pus to form all over the body. This is lupus. There is so much inflammation that the immune system does not know where to attack. Therefore, it does nothing, leading to what is called autoimmunity. Now, that word is thrown around a lot, and many people don't understand what it is and why it's happening. But it's when your immune system don't know what to do, and in many cases, it can, in effect, actually attack your body. That's autoimmunity. Whenever there's an accumulation of waste material in the cells, and that waste is not discharged, decay will take place. And when that decay takes place, that cell can die. And when that cell dies, just like you will die, if you don't get rid of the waste out of your body. If you're not defecating, and you allow this waste to circulate back throughout your body, it can kill you. Yes, it can. That's right. It can destroy you, poison you, and you can die from self-intoxication. There's no question about it. If this waste is decomposed and reabsorbed, autoimmunity can begin. You hear what I'm saying? Cells will feed on decaying organic material, and mucus can and will turn to pus. This, my friend, is lupus. So if you understand this, there's no information out there. No one's talking about it. I've never seen anybody talk about it before. This kind of information I'm giving you right now is as far as I know, has never been given to anyone. Has never been given on YouTube or any other place that I've ever seen it. But you need to get a hold of this. So if you know someone out there with lupus, other diseases can be created by doing the same thing that we're talking about here. When there are dead foods in the body cannot circulate, leading to heat, fever, swelling, or pain. Do not do this to your body because you can cause major problems. Now, if one is to win the fight against lupus, and we're talking about, one must eat mostly fresh vegetables, fresh fruits, beans and peas, whole grains, white meat fish. If you're going to do chicken, you want to do the white meat only, and you want to do polyunsaturated oils also. Stay away from the saturated oils. It is also advisable to eat and to take natural juices, natural juice foods, and a fair amount of soups and vegetable broth. Food should be eaten at room temperature in many cases. Sometimes it should be hot, especially if you're doing a broth and you're healing. That is better to do it that way so you can get that temperature up in your digestive system. Now, I've talked about lupus. This is basically, we're talking about what it is. So what can you do about it? You can get yourself on a health program. You can call us right now. Let us develop a health program for you. And in our program, remember that 4-step program that we're talking about here, we can develop that program for you. Number one, we show you how to change your diet. That's right. We show you how to change your diet. Number one, we show you what to eat, when to eat it, what foods to stay away from. Number two, we give you the vitamins and minerals that you need. And we have, over the years, we have developed and we've shrunk it down so you don't have to take a whole list of vitamins and minerals. We put it in one product that we call the Body Healer. And it just doesn't have enough vitamin C and B, so you need to add C and B to it. But you need to get our product called Mega C, and you get our product called B Complex. You need to get the right kind of B Complex. There's a lot of junk B Complex on the market, a lot of imbalanced formulas when it comes to B. And also vitamin C. You need to have a large amounts of bioflavonoids. This is what you got to look for in your vitamin C. A large amount of bioflavonoids. That is helpers to help the rose hip, to help the ascorbic acid to do its job. So you want to look for it. When you buy ours, you get the right one. There's no question about it. So we can develop this health program for you. We can also give you the herbal teas that can support the body in healing itself. You help the body to get rid of the mucus. Support the body in maintaining a strong immune system. And that's very important when it comes to lupus, and help the body to get rid of this waste that we're talking about here. And that is how you get well. Call us and let us develop a health program for you. You don't have to be sick. You don't have to die from lupus. And your family members don't have to live sick most of their lives. I've seen people go with lupus go through this thing for years and years and years. And many of them are having operation after operation. They're getting weaker and weaker, and they're just wasting away for so many people out there. When you can stop the madness and bring your body back in line. If you get a hold of what I'm saying to you right now, if you want to play this again, sit down with your family members and learn what you can do. Well, I hope I've given you a lot of information. It's a little long tape. This tape is a little bit long tonight, but I wanted to get this information out to people out there. You don't have to die from lupus. I don't want to see another person die from lupus. You don't have to. You can reverse what's going on. You can change it. Once you understand it, you can change it. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we've come to a close of Health Talk again today. But as always, we give praise to Almighty God. We hope that you praise Him, and we say, God bless you all.